Every once in a while, we get a film that gives me absolutely nothing to work with, and thus I'm sitting here with no idea what to say.
Are you out here alone?
The Wind is directed by Emma Tammy. It stars Caitlin Gerard and Julia Godani-Tellez, and it tells the story of Lizzie, a woman who settles on the American prairie in the 19th century, and paranoia and dread start getting the better of her when she starts feeling a sinister presence lurking around the fields at night. Basically, it's The Witch meets Little House on the Prairie. Does that sound vague? That's because this movie gave me virtually nothing to work with, and I don't even know how to begin to explain this plot. I was supposed to see this back at Brooklyn Horror Fest in October, but it got pulled from the schedule last minute, and I was forced to see Field Guide to Evil instead. And now that I've seen The Wind, my feelings on it are roughly the same as Field Guide to Evil. There are some good things that this film has to offer, but overall it just left me feeling severely underwhelmed. Let's start with the good. The cinematography in this film is gorgeous, and the choice of setting really helps to make it all absolutely beautiful. The wide open acres of the American prairie really help to sell the overall tone and atmosphere of this film. And honestly, if there's one word I could use to describe this movie, it's atmospheric. The setting itself and that feeling of isolation really just help to make this film overall just dreary and depressing, and it creates somewhat of an unsettling feel. I appreciate the female lead of this film actually feeling like a fleshed out person. She's not wholly badass or wholly fragile. She's a unique blending of the two that really depends on where she's at in her life and where she is in the chronology of this movie. I'm even 100% behind the concept. Demons in the American Midwest who are tormenting frontiersmen and women who are out there on their own. Awesome. But for me, this movie fell flat for two major reasons. Firstly, the narrative structure made absolutely no sense to me. Not in that I couldn't understand it, but in that, for no discernible reason at all, this plot is told non-linearly with very few indicators of where the scene you're watching is taking place in the chronology of the film. And not only is that annoying when there's no reason narratively or thematically for this to be happening, but it's incredibly distracting as you're watching the film. Because instead of actually paying attention to what's happening, half your brain is sitting back wondering where this falls in the film's timeline. And what in a lot of cases is a clever narrative device ends up feeling here more like a half-assed attempt at creating an art film without the effort. The second reason it fails is honestly, it's really boring. I'm all for slow burns. I'm all for art house horror. I love The Witch. I love It Comes at Night. But the thing is, those films had intriguing narratives. They had characters you cared about. They had important and prevalent themes. And this one doesn't. It's hard for me to devote 90 minutes of my life to a story where I can't relate to or connect with any of the characters on the screen, let alone even begin to understand their motivations. Certain characters are cheating on other characters, but the thing is, there's no reason for it. There's no understanding of anyone's mental processes in these choices they're making. And I think part of that is due to the minimal dialogue in this film, but also part of that is just in that the way this story unfolds, it never gives you a moment to actually try and understand the characters. It just becomes mind-numbing at a certain point, and honestly, not even a few decently creepy moments can help save you from how bored you are throughout the runtime. And it ends up feeling more like a chore than anything. In a better film, I'd be wondering and theorizing about the ending of this film and what it's trying to say and what it all meant. But in this film's case, I honestly find myself struggling to care. It's a shame because I was really excited for this movie, but in the end, I'm gonna say that The Wind is meh. It's got a few cool elements and scares to appreciate, but overall I just felt that it was struggling to find an identity. If you're into Midwestern Gothic horror, check it out, but personally, I don't think I'm ever going to watch it again, and I doubt I'm going to remember anything about it in about a week. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this channel and you want to see more, click down there, like, comment, subscribe. I have a Patreon link down in the description if you want to help donate to this channel, help us grow and develop and make new, better quality content for you all to enjoy. Please consider donating. Even $1 would help. Be like these cool people right here. But even if you don't, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all very soon.
Your mind's looking for things to worry about.